begin this hour with major security concerns for millions of Americans. Personal information on 73 million current and former AT&T customers was leaked onto the dark web, and now the company is launching an investigation into how it happened. The telecom giant says account information, including social security numbers, was exposed, but financial information and call history were not compromised. Here to walk us through the impacts of all of this is Michael McNerney, board chair of the Institute for Security and Technology. Michael, great to see you. So AT&T has not said how this happened, but what does this look like to you?
Hey, Frederica, thank you so much for having me. First of all, this looks like a very serious matter. Apparently, up to 73 million customer records have been breached, and that includes things like potentially social security numbers, dates of birth, account numbers, and account passwords. When you put all of that together, could cause a major security concern for many, many Americans.
So when AT&T says the information found its way on the dark web, what does that mean? What could happen with this information from this point forward?
Well, unfortunately, we don't know exactly how this information has been breached and how it got to the dark web yet. That could have happened by any number of ways. And that will be something that AT&T and others are investigating. But I think what this means for normal Americans listening at home is that cyber criminals can take this information and use it to create fake personas of you potentially, and then do things like open up credit cards, lines of credit, mortgages, and so on in your name, and then rack up all kinds of charges and then leave you with the bill.
So what are customers to do if you're an AT&T customer and you haven't heard specifically that something is being done with your social security number or your bank information, etc., but what should you do preemptively before something terrible happens?
Yeah, a great question. I think the first thing you should do is change your passcodes and change your username and passwords if you're an AT&T customer. You need to do that right away. AT&T is prompting a number of customers to do that, but I would take action on your own and do it yourself. Be proactive about it. In addition, I would absolutely sign up for credit monitoring and do something that not a lot of people know about, which is set up a PIN access to your credit, which is incredibly simple but relatively powerful. You can basically go online or you can call each of the three major credit reporting bureaus and set up a special PIN or code that only you know. That way, if someone does have your social security number, they can't just go set up a line of credit in your name. They also have to have that PIN. It's just another layer of security. And then in addition to that, just by and large, whenever you're on the internet, you should be practicing good cybersecurity hygiene everywhere you go, which includes strong usernames, strong passwords, and using something called multi-factor authentication, which is another added layer of security that will help keep you safe from breaches like this.
What does AT&T owe its customers right now?
I think AT&T owes transparency. I think it owes honesty. I think it owes that as quickly as it can. Frederica, I'd also take a step back here. We're talking about AT&T today, but just about all of the major telecommunications companies have had significant breaches over the last 12 to 18 months, right? We're talking about AT&T, but also Verizon, also T-Mobile. And so I think one of the questions we need to get to the bottom of is, why is this happening? These are companies with tremendous security resources. Why are they getting breached like this? And do we have a broader problem in this country with the safety and security of our telecommunications?
Michael McNerney, thank you so much for the info and the warnings and great advice on what we should be doing.
Thank you.